in the year 2055, when aliens have come to Earth for one purpose. I thought it was going to drop right
To
there.
fuck?
To fuck.
You open my eyes. And I'm ready to go. Lead me into the light. Kiss me. Kiss me. Take me with your love and fill me with your poison. Take me. Take me. Wanna be a victim, ready for abduction. Boy, you're an alien. Your touch so foreign. It's supernatural. I can't.
Wait,
hit
so
that.
this song is just about her fucking aliens.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, those are the
Yeah.
lyrics. I want to be a victim. Take me to your spaceship.
Take me
Is-
to your leader.
Wanna feel your powers. Stun me with your lasers. Your kiss is cosmic. Every move is
Wow,
magic.
like this human chick is like really coming on to us.
Yeah. Katy Perry's a slut. That's what they're
It's
saying.
all a like a metaphor
For what?
for having sex with aliens.
I thought it was for like maybe hooking up with Kanye West. Like maybe he's the alien. Since he's the feature on this.
Anyway, welcome to the Butt Stuff Podcast, everybody. This is your premier Sunday morning podcast happening on a Sunday morning, and we are pro alien sex here.
Pro alien.
Alien human.
If I could find an alien, I would
Professional.
fuck it.
Professional alien sex.
That's right.
I mean, I guess it depends. Do you know that the Gilgamesh vagina is 6 feet tall with razor sharp teeth?
I mean, you can walk right in that sucker.
Yeah. You really expect us to have sex with that? No, I don't know.
have to do it
I feel like
for the safety of the human race.
it's always going to be on the aliens' terms. You know what I mean?
I don't know, dude. Sometimes, what if it's just like a sub alien? Just
Choke me. Choke me. I don't know. I suppose they could just be, but it's still like they have to do. They're doing all the driving. You know what I mean? They're definitely. I don't know.
they're gonna take.
Yeah.
That's why they're coming.
They're going
Take you to the mothership. And that's not the only mother involved.
Mom? I don't know. Do you think anybody's ever actually been abducted?
Good question.
There's been a lot of
a lot
reports of it.
A lot of stories.
You know, it's hard to believe.
Well, hold on. Yes, I believe people have been abducted.
I don't mean
Abducted
like
by
people.
aliens.
Yeah. Hard to believe that it hasn't happened. I mean, there's so many, you figure there's such a vast world out there. It'd be easy for an alien to just come in undetected and scoop somebody up.
I actually agree with DJ's stance on this because it's like the same reason why I believe in Bigfoot, because it's just like there's so much out there. It's why not? Why couldn't there be Bigfoot?
Exactly. There's like 95% of the ocean hasn't been explored yet. There's got to be a Bigfoot down there somewhere, or a sex alien.
I was listening to a podcast. They talked about like the ocean. These guys were like stranded, and they were can't they fish? And it's kind of amazing. The ocean's pretty fucking big. It's hard to just fish in the ocean.
Oh yeah,
It's a
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
open 3D space.
Well, another thing too is like, all right, I guess, is it possible that the aliens are really underneath the sea?
Yes.
It's
Could
definitely
could
possible.
be.
There was this as a conspiracy thing, but basically this guy was like at like one of the lowest points, like diveable, and he found like just an underwater lake. Like it's just like completely. It must be a completely different density than the water around it in the ocean.
Wow.
And like, yeah, he said that he was like contacting scientists trying to like get opinions on what the fuck is happening, and then basically they just came and shut his whole thing down. Like the government was like,
Wow.
yeah, just leave it alone, shit like that.
Ah.
Also, supposedly around the time that like reports of abductions were picking up, I guess one of the Eisenhower grandchildren says that Dwight D. Eisenhower signed like a treaty with the aliens saying
Yeah.
that they could like pick aliens or pick abduct civilians.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's old school.
Dang.
That's
A full blown
so we have
treaty.
that's proof. That's proof right there.
It's gotta be proof, dude.
He signed it.
But I mean, also just saying like if somebody was just like, "Hey, sign this so we can abduct your people," be like, "You're not gonna fuck us up with all the weapons." They'd be like, "Yeah, we're just gonna take one crazy guy every."
Yeah.
We're just gonna take him and fuck him.
We just want to fuck.
That's the whole thing with
The aliens love fucking to this song.
they do. That's my whole thing with alien shows is it's always like the subject matter is like, all right, this sounds kind of plausible, and then it's always the dude with the hair that stands up that that's on the ancient alien. Bro, aliens, man. And then you're
Evidence
just
all
like
around.
Pyramids, oceans, salt.
aliens. I mean, I guess that it doesn't make it impossible just because a crazy person is talking about it, but it doesn't give it more credibility.
Yeah.
Like if George
It makes
Clooney
it-
came out and was like, "Guys, I was
Okay.
abducted by an alien. I had sex with it in mothership.
It was great.
It was awesome."
That's why that that case about the Tic Tac.
Yes.
The Tic Tac. That's
Mhm.
why that case
Delicious.
is a little scared. This is like a high ranking official in the military. He's just like, yeah, fucking, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, they
Above the
love
ocean.
Tic Tac.
They
Yeah.
said that they've like since that they've opened up a channel for military personnel to report sightings of like weird things like that. 'Cause
Balloons.
kind of before that, yeah, like when they first saw the balloon, they kind of thought it was a fucking joke, I don't know what it was at first.
Yeah, and then it's like it just ends up being like that Family Guy with Ringo Starr, where he writes songs, and then Paul's just like, "That's great, Ringo. We'll put that one right here on the fridge."
All right.
Guys, I saw an alien. Oh, wonderful!
Dude,
We'll take that report and put that right here.
Most likely.
I
Yeah.
actually saw
Probably get mad reports. I saw one.
But then the special filing cabinet just puts in the shredder.
there was this thing where he like in the movie Get Back or whatever, he plays Octopus's Garden the first time,
Mhm.
and then like everybody's just like looking and like cringing and shit like that, and then George is like, "Here, let me help you," and then like finishes it kind of.
That's a great song, Ringo.
Ringo.
Yeah, he's kind of like he starts playing it, and then he's basically like, "All right, you got to figure out how to get the chords to come back to like this
It has
note."
to resolve.
And he's like, "Yeah, it has to come back to this."
This is how it started. This is how he presented it.
You got to figure out how to make it resolve, Ringo.
Everybody's biting their lips. Oh, this is the part where he goes over. And,
lovely.
Oh, Ringo.
That
What's
was
the
right
fuck?
when John grabbed his head and farted in his face.
Yeah, that one's gonna need some work.
Yeah, good one, Ringo.
that was all he presented, and they were like, "Gotta hit record."
I think you're smoking too much grass, Ringo. Gotta lay off.
What other Ringo songs are there?
There's one more, I think.
There's like really not.
Doesn't
many.
he with a little help from my friends, did he write that or did he just sing that? Because that one's actually decent.
I bet he wrote that. Yeah.
What would you get if I... There's that song where he talks about banging that 16-year-old girl.
Yeah, that's really.
appropriate?
Yeah, the chorus is...
He's like 35.
You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine.
35.
Yeah.
Whoa. What
Yeah.
the hell?
Like, I hear it on the
Yellow,
radio all
Yellow
the time. like,
Submarine.
fuck?
That's the other big
oh,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, like rock stars back then didn't care. Like isn't there
All
like
of
a
'em.
Billy Idol song where he's just like, "Hey there, little sister," or "Little girl"? Like,
Yeah,
I
there's,
never understood that one with
where
Little
all
Sister.
the little sisters?
I was like,
at?
is this guy
Little
just
girl.
trying to fuck his sister? And then you see him and you're like, this guy looks kind of gross.
Didn't was it Robert Plant of Led Zeppelin fuck around with a young Someone?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure that was Jimmy Page.
No, they all did.
Well, I mean, they probably all did. That's
they-
probably more
Isn't
fair.
that the girl that they
They-
like stuffed the shark up
Yeah,
her
they
veg?
stuffed the shark in her cooter.
Jesus.
Yeah, you
A
never
shark?
heard that? Yeah, it's a little baby shark.
Well,
they just
didn't
put it in
also
there.
Whoa.
And the shark, I guess, too, if you want to be technical about it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
shark. Yeah.
well didn't Jimmy Page didn't he also like long term date like a 13-year-old or something? Yeah, this is it.
Every single one of them up until like the 90s.
You're beautiful in your mind. It's like, how does this? I hear this on the radio still. I'm like, how are people still playing this?
It's a classic.
Yeah.
I think he got some heat off of him by having like a 35-year-old Carrie Fisher star in the music video. So
Yeah.
There's old Sweet 16 by BB King. It's another one.
Mm-hmm.
And that Grateful Dead one is also like
all the Grateful Dead ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's 14. and-
That is actually, I think that's a classic. That's like a southwestern classic. What is it? I think Mexicali Blues. I don't
And
know.
then there's the Will Ferrell sketch on Saturday Night Live.
What did
where
Will
he's-
Ferrell do?
He's Chucky Lee Bird, and he's just playing like a parody of like Jerry Lee Lewis. And every song, it's like one of those infomercials where he's singing like snippets of songs, like 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the, and then go. And then I'll like switch to the next song. And each song, the girls get younger and younger until he's just like, your papa worked in a shop. And then he's just talking about like working in like a car shop. And he put on the wheels, and you're only 14. Okay, she's 12.
Well, Elvis too. Elvis married a 15-year-old.
Yeah, that was the thing about the movie that like I watched, and I was like, they kind of like they don't portray him as the best person in the world, but he's kind of like they portray him as like, oh, poor Elvis, he got taken advantage of by this guy. He's like, yeah, but he's also like a pedophile. So maybe we shouldn't be glorifying, like maybe we should mention that and not be glorifying the guy,
For the longest time,
nominating him for best picture.
up until I guess probably like the 90s or late 80s, anytime one of these young girls would hook up with this rock star, they'd be like, what a lucky bitch. And they just like let it go. You know what I mean? Like that bitch.
It's like, yeah, something from Almost Famous.
Yeah. Wait, what about Almost Famous?
No, it's just like reminds me of like
Oh, yeah, Penny Lane.
yeah.
Or
Mhm.
fucking what is it? Cameron Crowe? Who's that guy?
Kim Crow was the director.
Right, but it's like autobiographical about him.
Oh, was it? I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that. I thought it was.
There was some kid that was writing for Rolling Stone, and they didn't know how young the kid was, and they sent him on a tour or something with a band,
Mhm.
and he was like actually 16.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure.
Aliens.
Yeah. Interesting. Guys,
Okay.
speaking of Alien, oh, sorry, go ahead. What were you
No,
saying?
go ahead.
Speaking of Alien, I watched a movie recently. I actually didn't watch the whole thing,
Oh wow.
but have you guys ever seen the film Moonfall?
I have not.
I have not.
Guys, let me recommend you a movie that is absurd in every way possible.
I think I know of this movie.
So the plot of the movie is the moon is hollow, and
It is.
like it starts off and this dude is like an astronaut, and like an alien attacks them in space, and then no one believes him and just thinks it's like a meteor or something like that hit him. And for some reason, everybody immediately thinks that it's his fault that a meteor hit them in space, and he's disgraced. And he's like, "I lost my kids don't respect me anymore," and all this
guy's
stuff.
lucky to be alive.
And it's like, how is any of this his fault? Like he's like acting like, oh, I gotta live in this apartment now because this meteor hit me in space. No one believes me.
I live on microwave beans.
Yeah, basically. And then they figure out that it was actually the moon is hollow and there's an alien artificial intelligence that lives in the center of it that if you get close enough will attack you because of your phone like radio frequencies. And it's basically just a like conspiracy theory, like
Hollow Moon Theory.
Hollow Moon Theory movie, which is like, don't get me wrong, I think that's great subject matter for a movie,
Plus.
but it just takes itself so seriously, and you're just like, you're watching it, and you're like, all right, well, why don't we cool our jets here on like, basically, everyone's like, oh, we told you the moon was hollow. No one believed us. Look at us now. We just got to rely on this disgraced astronaut to fly out to space and blow up the aliens in the middle of the moon
Yeah.
before it plummets to Earth and explodes into a million pieces and destroys the Earth.
Wow.
So they're gonna blow up the moon?
Well, that's what's going to happen if they don't take action, because the moon is off orbit. So it's just orbiting towards Earth. And then eventually it'll just like explode and like rain down pieces onto the Earth. And it's a ridiculous movie.
So what's it called? Cameron Crowe did he wrote about Yes a Lot, Led Zeppelin, like all these other people. He'd just get free tickets to their show, and then like he'd have to interview them or something like
Mhm.
that. So he took a lot of liberties. I'm sure he didn't get banged by like 6 groupies that one night in a hotel. They're like, oh, we got, they Katy Perry'd him, dude. They were like, we're gonna take your virginity. They just deflowered him.
They gave him the roundabout.
They get round. No, but I don't know. It's anytime somebody says something like the moon's hollow, there's people in it, or like shit like that, or even like the Earth is hollow or the Earth is flat. I'm always just like, you don't got anything to prove that. But like the guy diving deep to the bottom of the ocean, he's like, there's a lake down here, guys. We got to check this out. And then the government being like, don't tell anybody.
That one like flat Earth documentary that they had on Netflix a few years ago was so good. Or like if they're just like following these flat earthers and like they're trying to do this experiment where they're trying to prove that if they like shine a laser that it just goes
so good.
straight and that it doesn't like drop because the curvature, or like they can just keep seeing it, and then they go to like how far it like they think it would be, and the guy's like shining the laser and they're like, yeah, we don't see it. Yeah, our calculations like they must be off, and then like the movie just ends. It's
Oh my God.
so dumb.
Finn.
Do you see the laser? It's like, no. It's just like, oh.
It should be on the target.
Mhm.
No. Damn. I don't know why it takes them so long to like make this experiment too. They're so dumb. It's they're not dumb. That's
Just a few Kyrie Irvings.
They're not dumb. They're just committed to a lie.
yeah.
Kooky Kyries.
What's the craziest conspiracy theory? I guess what's the most like
the craziest one?
the one that's just the
Gotta-
most wrong?
Oh, I think the one
The
that me
lizard
and
people.
Well, I mean, come on, Jerry.
food being a government conspiracy. That's an old one me and DJ came up
Yeah,
with.
food addiction.
Food?
Yeah, we're
So
yeah.
Jerry, did you know that you don't actually that food is something that Big Farm is just out there perpetuating that you need to eat food
Yeah,
in
Big
order
Pharma.
to. Yeah, so what happens is they get you addicted to food, and then
as a child.
when you quit, the withdrawal is so bad that you just die. So
Oh.
everyone is just like, you just need to eat food. But if you just don't feed your child from the time they're born, they will never need food.
Yikes.
Yeah, when you say it out loud like that, think of all the money. You'd
Well,
be
you could
saving.
say the addiction starts early, kind of like a crack baby.
Yeah,
but it's
when they're in the
food.
womb, exactly.
When they're in the
They're
womb, they're being
feeding off
fed-
the mother,
Yeah.
and the mother's eating. If the mother would just stop eating,
Exactly. Yeah.
So
but then
mothers,
the
all that
withdrawal would
crack.
kill the mother,
that-
so the mother has to keep eating.
Yeah.
it's vicious.
That what a theory. It's a theory we can never find out.
There
Food
was this
addiction.
there was this guru who claimed not to consume any food. Got all of his
See,
power,
that's the thing.
all of his power from the sun.
There's a guy that did that. He just survived off the sun.
That's a guy that drank his own urine.
All right, his name was Prahlad Jani. All right, also known as Mataji or Krunawala Mataji, was an Indian Brethren monk who claimed to have lived without food and water since 1940. He said that the goddess Amba sustained him.
Sure.
And basically, what they would do is like they'd hear this wild claim, and they'd be like, "All right, we're gonna send all these scientists to monitor every one of your moves, except for like basically the only time he would have like freedom was like to poop like once, not poop, whatever it is, piss. But okay, so in 2003, other physicians at Sterling Hospitals, Ahmedabad, India, observed Johnny for 10 days. He stayed in a sealed room. Doctors said that he passed no urine or stool during the observation, but the urine appeared to form in his bladder. So they were like, putting him in MRIs and stuff like that. A hospital spokesperson said that Johnny was physically normal, but noted that a hole in his palate was an abnormal condition. During this period, Johnny's weight dropped slightly.
Wow.
He must be lying.
Definitely lying.
Yeah.
I would. It would be a funny like sketch if it were like you put together like a 10-minute sketch of him like being observed for a few days and like convincing the audience watching it that like he's for real, like not, he doesn't eat food, and then like at the end of it he goes in his house and is like, hi, Papa John's, yeah, let me get 2 large pepperoni, and then just deliver to the back door though, and people can't see. And then he's eating like the most shit food ever when he goes home. Let me get 2 Big Macs. But yeah, you don't need to eat. You just need to like eat sun rays.
So
Delicious.
Go outside and open your mouth towards the sun.
Yeah, just go sun your butthole or something. Do you ever hear that?
Sun your butthole?
People sun their
Yeah.
buttholes. You haven't heard of this?
No.
All right. Apparently, if you shine sunlight directly into your asshole, you can get energy from it.
Wow.
Really?
Kind of like butt chugging.
No,
Like
but
it's kind of just
black
like
hole
that.
sun.
like people like on Jackass, he butt chugged the beer.
Mhm.
Apparently, if you do that,
No, you actually do get drunk.
yeah, you get drunk quick because all the alcohol is just entering through your butt.
Yeah, it
for
bypasses
some
the
reason
liver.
that works. Yeah.
At some point, it comes out though, right? Like, how
Yeah.
far down does the beer go?
All the way.
Because I imagine you just like turn around and then I don't know.
All the way.
I'm not a scientist.
All the way. It goes up your butt into the stomach.
And then you just spit it out your mouth.
Yeah.
That's the way it
That's
works.
the sound of
If you do
it.
it the opposite way, it just comes right out the mouth.
That is the sound.
That's the song I was looking for, but-
Is this urgent?
No.
That's what it sounds like. Urgent. Emergency. A foreigner?
It sounded like what I hear
Foreigner.
right before I see
That's
those
the
aliens.
The band to the
I
left.
remember that band. There was a band. I went to
Tell me of the band.
I went to Maxie's one time. Now, for years, I forgot the band's name, but you just reminded me of what it was. It was Foreigner.
Foreigner was at Maxie's.
Yeah, I was at Maxie's after work. It was one of those days.
You saw Foreigner.
Foreigner was at the band. This one guy was just like, you know who they are? That's fucking Foreigner.
Can we get
And I'm
some
just-
Foreigner? Can we get some hot-blooded?
And yeah, they were like old 80s looking guys. And I was like, oh. And it was like that one belligerent drunk guy just hyped. Like, and you could tell that they were like, yeah, whatever.
You should ask him to sign your dick.
It's
Mr. Foreigner.
a little cold in here. I might have to stretch it out a little bit.
Give me a minute.
What band do you think we could convince people that we were if we went into a bar somewhere?
Tame Impala. I have no
Daft
idea.
Punk.
Yeah, dude, that's Daft Punk. That's 4 people.
They took the,
Yeah.
yeah, they alternate. Oh, we could be like, I don't know, like Kings of Leon,
Yeah, just
Oh, there you go.
any random band. that
any
you-
rock band.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Kings of Leon.
What's that?
I feel like people would just Google it and be like, no, they're not.
No, that's Imagine Dragons.
We're Evanescence, but without the lady.
Yeah.
That's just my name is Evan Nesson.
And then that's also the cologne that you come out with, Evan's Essence.
I'm drinking Evian.
Hey, this is Evan Essence from Evanescence. Speaking to you about Evan's Essence.
What about what's that band for fuck? He's like a judge on on shows.
Jerry Springer.
Cheated on his wife.
Steve Wilkos.
I can't think of the fucking shit, but he's
Judge
the famous
Judy.
guy. But he's in the band. We could be like, we're the band, but we just follow him.
Oh, like we're the
Steven
E
Tyler?
Street Band.
Something like that. Yeah. Fuck, I can't believe I forget this guy's name. He's
I
a
can't believe
famous
you
guy.
met Foreigner.
I didn't
Judge
meet
Joe
them.
Brown.
They were like right down the bar. I didn't want to talk to him.
You're like, listen, I want to know what love is.
Let me show you.
Adam Devine.
Oh, so we'd be Maroon 5.
Maroon 5.
We'd be the 5.
Adam
And
Levine.
then he's
Adam
Devine.
Levine.
Adam
Adam Levine.
Adam Devine is
Is that Workaholic?
That's
Yeah.
the Workaholics
Yeah,
guy.
I've been listening to a lot of their podcasts.
Good one.
He's telling you that he's the fucking Maroon 5 guy, or what?
No, we could convince people that we're Maroon 5 without Adam Levine.
Hey, we're the 5.
We're the fourth. Adam Levine's.
Let's be trained, dude. I'd rather be trained.
We're giving you a sign to let us know we're here. We're trained.
We're gonna run a dude. How many times do you think they ran a train on
A
somebody?
bunch of times.
Probably. But we
Yeah.
already also established that Train is not a band. It's just the one person that is the head of the band. His name is Train.
Train. That's true.
You guys think that's Train over there in that Corvette?
This is Thomas.
In that Bugatti? Hey, I'm Train.
Train.
There's just a brief message from our sponsors there.
You know, it's a great song. You ever heard Train Train by Blackfoot?
No.
That's a good one. I recommend it.
Have anyone met famous people yet?
That's a good question.
This is a dumb way of asking.
Have anyone met famous people yet?
How come?
What do now?
What's it called? I've met like low level celebrities, I guess, like comedians.
Like, oh, okay. Like who?
I met Mark Norman. I met Bobby Kelly, who's on like the show Louie and shit like that.
Okay.
Like he's the
Tourgasm?
He was on Tourgasm too. That's it. Really?
I think I saw Mark Hamill once at a concert.
No, actually, this has been refuted. This has been refuted. Apparently, that's like a local deadhead in the scene because I was saying this to somebody, and they were like, "Oh, was it this guy?" And they brought up his thing, and I was like, it's just
That
the
would've
guy
been
that
dope.
looks just like Mark Hamill.
I met Taylor Tomlinson.
Who's that?
She's a comedian.
Oh.
That kind of feels like cheating, though, because it was like a meet and greet. I think it's not.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done a meet and greet.
I saw John McEnroe, but all I did was go,
Oh,
Johnny.
the tennis guy.
I was just like,
Johnny.
Johnny. I was just like, just walked by.
I met Preston Lacey from Jackass. It was also at a comedy thing.
That's cool.
Comedy guys are more prone to meet their fans, it seems.
Hey, they gotta do what they gotta do, man.
Yeah, that's true. Who's some other famous people?
Who would you want
Tom
to
Brady. He's famous.
That's a famous person.
Who
The
would
president.
You like,
The president's pretty
Ooh,
famous.
President's pretty famous. He's famous around the world.
Who would you want to meet? That's a good question.
yeah, I feel like me personally, I find I don't want to be awkward. I feel like having a sit down with a guy too long would be awkward. But like, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't want to sit down with him. And another thing too is like, you kind of want to be cool. You don't want to be like one of the annoying fans for them.
Yeah.
I want them like when I get famous. No,
Yeah.
be like, yeah, I met him. He was a cool bloke. You know what I mean? I don't want like the people who harass like famous people are just the worst.
Like that guy with Foreigner.
Yeah.
It was a big fucking mess.
I mean, they probably went to a bar like that to have one of those guys and then just be like, oh, this guy's too much.
Yeah, they paid that guy. To tell them.
He follows them around.
Following shit. But like, I don't know. I guess,
That's a good question.
what?
What celebrity?
Yeah. I
What
don't really have a
celebrity
good
would you
answer.
want to meet?
I was watching. So
Porn stars count?
they count.
Sure.
There was some kid, some 14-year-old got a signature from like a Bella Danger sitting in front of him at like a fucking NFL game.
Damn.
Wow.
That one thing that you who sent that the thing where a Bella Danger was talking about like being a tutor.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Tutor me.
It's like she's like, yeah, I mostly tutor women, but it is pretty funny when I tutor the guys and I walk in and they're pretty bricked.
When you say tutor, you mean someone who farts on a gentleman. A tutor. Little wordplay.
We like that here. We have fun.
I'm a fan of last podcast on the left.
I thought you were gonna say Bella Danger.
I'm a fan of Bella Danger.
I'm a Riley Reid guy, but
We did establish a lot about Riley Reid last episode. Go back and listen.
When life gives you
Forgot.
lemons, make lemonade.
Yeah. But Henry Zabrowski from the last podcast, I saw an interview with him. He was in what was the movie he was in? Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
And he was telling a story about like when they first started filming, like they needed like improv comedians to like come over and be like, start improving stuff. So like right before they started like filming, they walked into a room and Jordan Belfort, the guy that the movie's about, just looks at him and goes, "Hey, you guys ever see what $50,000 looks like?" And they're just like, "No." And he goes, "Like this." And he just slaps them down on the table. And then Leo DiCaprio comes out and just starts popping bottles and like pouring like champagne for everybody. And they start drinking. And he's like, "It's like, that would be pretty cool. That'd be a pretty great celebrity experience." Some guy just slaps $50,000 on the table. And
this is
then,
a true story.
yeah, Leo comes out and starts popping bottles and pouring everybody drinks and be like, "That's pretty cool."
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I would do that. Leo seems like a good one.
Until you look at his dating record, you're like, ooh.
Yeah,
He's like
you-
Ringo
DJ,
Starr.
You're too old for Leo.
Yeah.
We're all past Leo age, man.
Yeah.
We were 6 years ago.
I'm too old.
It's crazy how he doesn't, stray away from the meme now. It's now
Mhm.
a meme that he dates younger girls.
Oh, he stays true.
And he's just like, I don't care. I'm all in.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He got his award, man.
Mhm.
I'm
He
fucking
fought that
Leo.
bear.
He did.
Got torn to
Finally
shreds.
got it.
He's looking for an alien.
I didn't know that he had dated Giselle Bundchen or whatever. Butchin.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom's wife?
Yeah.
Oh.
Imagine like you marry one of Leo's 19-year-old girls. And just Leo's done like, all right, I guess go marry a fucking NFL guy or something.
Where you
bitch,"
camp
and,
a
like,
Tom.
throws
Tom Brady.
her fucking out the limo.
Does anyone have skin in tonight's game?
I got a little skin.
Might
Not
put in some
yet.
stuff into FanDuel or something.
Did
A
we
little
have a
bit
bet? I
skin.
feel like we had a bet.
We talked about it. I think we both are
Mm.
rooting for the same team.
Yeah.
What did I meant to ask that? What did we do last? Isn't everyone forced to bet $1 on the coin toss? Did we do that last year? I thought we did that.
I mean, I bet money on it. It was
Let-
more than $1 though.
I remember last year you were like betting on like the color of the Gatorade.
Yeah, that was the thing. Everyone had to bet $1 on the color of the Gatorade.
Yeah.
And then everyone has to pick a different color. That's a good tradition.
Should we go through prop bets?
Sure. Let's do it. I have the only ridiculous bet I have is for a non-quarterback to throw a touchdown.
Mm. That's
The odds
That
are
only happened in recently the
they
Nick
could do it again though. Philly's back in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They bring
Exactly.
the Philly special.
That's what Philly does.
and
bro.
that's not out of the realm of possibility for the Chiefs to do.
yeah.
Like Chiefs do all kinds of crazy
if the
stuff.
Chiefs
They did
win
that
with the Philly special,
snowball
that'd be bananas.
Yeah.
snowball play.
That'd be wild. I bet that the payout would be huge.
a Chief Philly sandwich.
I'm hungry. All
Me
right.
too.
I can't find the funny prop bets.
Oh,
I
yo,
can get there. Hang on.
DJ, I got a food item that I'm gonna talk to you about off pod.
Oh, really?
Off
Yeah.
pot.
Off pod.
Ah.
It's kind
You
of
got it.
but it's weird.
Is it about a prop bet?
Yes, it's about a food item being shown as a prop bet at the game.
Will this thing? be-
Oh, okay. Here's a prop bet. This prop bet All you have to do is bet if the song will go over or under a set time. Last year, Christina Aguilera's time opened up at 150 and spiked up to 154 when fans began to handicap the event thanks to her rendition of the song again.
Oh, is that for the national anthem?
Yeah. Excuse me. I didn't say that. Oops.
You just said for the song.
Who's doing it this
My
year?
bad. I don't know.
I don't think they announced who sings the national anthem.
You can probably figure that out. Yeah, my app
Rihanna
isn't
is
working.
the halftime. I heard Rihanna's halftime.
I actually
thing
think
from 13
Foreigners
minutes.
singing the national anthem
Wow.
this year.
Foreigner's going to be singing it?
Foreigner.
And then Jerry's gonna be like, I met them.
Wait, you said her performance is going to be what? 13 minutes?
Yeah, I saw there was going
Ah.
to be 13 minutes of just like her catalog, her greatest hits.
There's like another thing about like
Is that long for the halftime show?
I don't know compared to
how many
others.
times they're
Seems
gonna
reasonable.
show Patrick Mahomes' wife or whatever on the side.
Oh, is that a prop bet?
Yeah.
What is the injury that like he's currently playing through?
It's
Doesn't
a high ankle sprain.
High ankle sprain.
But it's been a couple weeks, and he was running on it a couple weeks ago. He looked okay. Should be fine.
Another
Yeah,
thing is
he'll be all right.
who the MVP will thank first, God or like his family.
I want to thank God.
That's a good one. Chris Stapleton is doing the national anthem this year.
Oh, also there's a bet that Kim Kardashian is gonna get engaged.
Really?
During the Super Bowl?
Really?
Yeah.
To who?
Reggie Bush.
is there a bet?
Reg?
Is there a bet?
Oh wait,
that
no,
the
this is
Super
an old
Bowl-
one. This is an old one. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I don't know if that was. If
Any-
Reggie Bush will play in the Super Bowl.
Unlikely.
Unlikely. Sorry, what were you gonna say, Jim?
If there's a bet that there will be a national attack during the Super Bowl.
Jesus.
Let's all vote no for that one. Let's all put all of our life savings on no.
Well, what are the odds? Let's talk about that first.
Batman put it into the
The Batman.
Batman.
What was that? That was the Super Bowl
I don't know. It's
I
just
think
a
it
big
was
game.
a game. Maybe.
where the guy runs and the earth is falling apart behind him.
Heinz Ward.
Part's cool.
Yes.
It was Gotham.
Did you see that the average ticket price for the Super Bowl is like around $6,000?
Wow,
It's fucking crazy.
that is crazy.
That's such a flex.
Yeah.
Everybody at their parties is gonna have a way better time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Everyone at the game, it's like cool. You're at a Super Bowl, but $6,000.
Dude,
What-
do you know what we should do? It'd be sick to just tailgate at the Super Bowl, not even go in.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
Parking's $300.
yeah.
Yeah, they must increase the parking to like,
Yeah, it would be
Stop
crazy.
people.
Yeah.
dude, that's where you should sell pizzas.
That's the play
Yeah.
right there.
Bunch of drunk douches paying six grand for a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
You'd probably get like $60 for a pie there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, everyone's got to be rich. That's going to be, yeah. Maybe next year.
Some guys are just gonna show up like, I like the cut of your jib, kid. Let me get 5 pies.
How
Oh.
do we start a franchise?
Where is it this year?
It is in Phoenix, Arizona.
Allstate Stadium.
I was watching. I turned the TV on this morning. And they had it was like too weird. They were like big game tailgate, and then the big game pre-show or something like that. And it was just like a show of people being like, "Here's things you can do in Phoenix, Arizona."
Hmm.
They have
Nothing.
lots of hot air balloons.
Jump
Yeah,
from a hot air balloon.
yeah. And it was like, this doesn't have anything to do with Super Bowl.
scalding hot pavement.
Onto a cactus.
Yeah, dude. There was some conspiracy theories around how isn't it sus that the mascot basically for Allstate is now going to play Allstate Stadium, like the only Allstate fucking what's
Oh,
it called? NFL field.
the script.
The script.
The script is out
Wow.
there.
The script.
Do
is
you,
out
do you think
there.
that they're scripted?
No. It's too hard to.
That Bengals game? You don't think that was scripted?
That was a little whack.
Huh?
Wait, which one? The
The Bengals
The
game.
Mark
last,
Hamlin?
the last one.
Wow, DJ is
No.
full on
I
for
forget
the script
how it
now.
went.
So
Alright,
the
so
most recent one. Yeah. So yeah, what were you gonna say?
they basically they were on fourth down, and then all of a sudden it switched to third and something, and then they converted on it. The Chiefs converted on it, and then on the last run when Mahomes got pushed out, like it looked like incidental kind of contact, like he was already trying to get him.
Yeah.
He pushed him
And
out,
they
and then
called
they got
roughing
like
the
15
passer.
yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they just so conveniently get put right into field goal range.
Mm.
Convenient, if you ask me.
Pretty convenient.
It was definitely
Huh?
sus.
And there was like 100 calls in that game that were just like, wait, what?
I do remember
Sometimes
watching
you're
that.
watching it and you're like,
Yeah, they were heavy Chief, like in
Favored,
favor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who knows?
Someone's getting paid.
The script.
That's right.
well,
Those
you've all seen the
refs.
things where like Brady goes around and like, just giving refs 100 each or something each game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brady got to deflate like 100 footballs, and then there was a court case about it, and then no one cared, and then they cheated like 5 more times. They just did nothing but cheat, and then everyone's like, he's the greatest that's ever lived. He
What-
got to film all of his opponents' practices, so he knew exactly what their plays were, and he's so good at being able to tell, even though he knows exactly what it's going to happen in every play.
What does deflating the football do? Just make it
easier to catch.
Yeah, it makes it easier to catch. I would imagine probably easier to like grip it too.
Yeah, maybe
and, like,
easier to throw.
throw it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the
If you
greatest
got
all
that
time. He just gets
extra-
to cheat constantly.
It would be kind of funny if he accidentally did like squeeze too much air out and just like threw it, and it was just like this big floppy.
Yep.
Like,
It's the ground.
it's just like spinning.
You ever see that movie, The Replacements with Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that the one where the guy shoots somebody and then fucking?
Maybe.
What movie is that where the guy's like
Running, he's getting kicked off the field or something, and he's on his last drive of like his career, and he just takes a gun out and starts shooting people.
Whoa.
I don't remember that. That might be that movie. But Replacements is like the kind of comedy movie where that might be that movie. I don't remember.
Comedy?
Yeah. But like one of the scenes is they have him the one guy is a receiver, but he can't catch balls. So they give him these gloves.
Oh,
that
that's
have,
the
like-
last Boy Scout. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
my bad.
These ones have like they put super glue on his gloves. So like or like give him the most sticky gloves ever. So he catches a touchdown pass and then he tries to give it to the ref and he can't get it off of his hand. And he's just they're playing tug of war. It's almost as bad as cheating as Tom Brady did all those
I thought that
times.
was like a celebration. I thought that they were all like pretending that it was stuck.
That is a celebration.
Not in that
nowadays.
movie. In that
People
movie,
are like, "Oh."
Oh,
they
yeah,
legit
yeah. Excuse me.
did that. Nothing as bad as Tom Brady did, but
Speaking of
Never
movies,
forget.
I saw a movie last night
What movie?
oh, what movie?
called The Black Phone
The Black Phone.
with Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke.
Really?
yeah.
Have any of us seen this?
I have not seen it.
I've
Did
seen
we
the
already talk
trailer.
about Menu?
Yeah.
I had watched we talked about it on pod.
We
think
didn't.
so,
We
yeah.
didn't talk about it in detail though, because I don't think you had watched it. by
I
then.
watched it now.
Mm.
Thoughts?
He didn't like it.
I mean, it was decent, but like, okay, quick, we're gonna spoil this.
Spoiler alert.
All right, this has been a test of our spoiler alert system. Basically, I think that the guy just going and killing his whole, well, not him, I guess it wasn't his idea, but killing the whole staff and everybody on the island for just to make a point, like, yeah, I don't like customers. You know what I mean? Is a bit of a dick play. And like, I don't know, like you could easily, just as easily just kill all those people and then like, do whatever. I didn't think that, Anna Taylor-Joy ordering the cheeseburger, and that's just the key to her freedom. Like, just if you're gonna let her go, let her go. Why do you gotta? She's gotta ask for her meal to go, and it's gotta be a cheeseburger because she saw that photo. Like, I was just like, man,
Yeah, I did think that part was a little cheesy.
Oh, hey.
My favorite part is when the guy is just like, this is a what was the mess called? It was something mess.
Oh,
was-
I think it was just
It was
The
just
Mess.
called The Mess.
The
Yeah.
mess, and the guy's just like, just like I got an idea. Don't volunteer for that dish, dude.
Yeah, how about
Yeah.
you
Just order a
don't do it?
cheeseburger to go, and apparently you get a lifeboat, and you're just out there eating a delicious cheeseburger cooked by the best
Yeah.
chef in the world.
Yo, I bet that burger was.
A burger
fire.
looked really good.
Yeah.
Probably was a very good burger.
Oh yeah,
And I liked Tyler's bullshit too. It was good.
Tyler's bullshit.
That was the dish that Tyler cooked.
Oh yeah.
He was just like,
Oh, is that the one where he like makes the
He makes that annoying guy cook.
the annoying guy cook? And
Yeah.
he's just like, it's actually pretty terrible. And just looks at him. This is very bad. And he's just like,
he whispers something like, "Go hang yourself in the kitchen."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was what a great turn of events that was.
Yeah.
And then the guy just doesn't know what he's doing
Hanging himself?
when he's cooking.
Oh yeah,
Cooking
yeah.
the lamb and all that.
Another thing too is like we could have left John Leguizamo out of the fucking film.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything. Except for be
Oh
like,
yeah,
"I'm washed up."
he was the movie guy.
Hmm.
Hold on. I did read something where they had somebody else they shot scenes with, and then they replaced them with John Leguizamo. Somebody else had like a cameo in it.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Gordon Ramsay.
Who was gonna? That would be so sick if Gordon Ramsay did it.
That would be cool. Taste the food. Like, this is not a shit.
It's raw.
I can't believe you're treating us this way. And then he just shoots him in the head. Yeah, shut up, Gordon. How's that
What up
sound?
now, Gordon?
Go do some cocaine in whatever country you did cocaine in.
Colombia.
Yeah, Colombia or something like that.
Dude, that was. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay on cocaine.
Ridiculous. I couldn't believe how strong the cocaine was.
So pure. Give me another bump.
Oh, maybe I just misinterpreted it. Oh, okay. It was going to be played by Daniel Radcliffe, and he was going to be playing himself. And
Oh,
they
really?
elected to go a different direction. But John Leguizamo said that he based his character on Steven Seagal. He's a terrible actor and human being.
That is great.
Huh.
Yeah, did you know that Steven Seagal invented the front kick?
Did he actually?
Excuse me?
That's what he claimed. He has some ridiculous claim that he invented. It's some sort of kick, and it was like the most simple like front kick or something like that. Steven Seagal's the greatest.
This is like one of my favorite Gordon Ramsay clips ever. It's from Kitchen Nightmares. Giving this guy the business. He's like smiling so hard. They just went Wonka twat.
Yeah.
It's so funny, like the look on his face when he's like,
He's the best.
Oh, that's great.
I'm a big fan. I don't know. There's something about just a rude Englishman that's just everybody loves a
Yeah.
rude Englishman. Like your Simon Cowell's, your Gordon Ramsays. You just don't have time for our shit. You know?
It's always funny to see the people that argue back with him because like he's so good at it that he's just like, I'm here to help you and I'm gonna show you how to do something. They're like, oh yeah, well show me how to do it then. And then you're just like, I will.
Well, you also
What are you,
gotta
an
think,
idiot?
they get basically they get better reactions the more that they rile these people up. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make the cut. That's just like him being like, "You can't cook with the shit, you shit."
Yeah.
And then like eventually, like that guy, he asked him, "Have you ever cooked a mussel?" He's like, "No, I've never cooked a mussel." And then he's just like, "You fucking kidding me? You never cooked a mussel?" And he just like keeps going on. He's just like, "No, I've never cooked a mussel." And then he's just like, "Well, why don't you go down and get a fucking book and learn how to cook a mussel?" And he's just like, start getting into it, I don't know.
Yeah, I got a quote here from BleacherReport.com that says, Seagal, in no uncertain terms, very matter-of-factly stated that he had invented and perfected the kick over a 30-year period. To be fair, in some garbled language, then he floated down to earth on a pillow briefly and gave a nod to karate. But then he quickly reverted to taking credit for a simple high front kick again.
What a legend.
I mean,
Bold
he
claim.
definitely made it his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
He invented it. So
Have you ever seen the things where people are just like trying to attack Jason Segal and they're just like flying off? Like
No.
he's doing like a hold on, let's see if I can fucking
Or the one
while
where-
you're
Jason Segal,
Sorry, dude,
Steven Seagal.
while you're searching all that, just want to say Black Phone was pretty good. Go see it.
What it is?
Black Phone.
So what's Black Phone about?
It's about a guy who abducts children, and he's
Spoiler.
been doing it so much that
really
the
good at
town
it.
calls him the Grabber. It takes place in like the
the
70s.
town calls him foreigner.
It's foreign.
I'm half-blooded. Guys, Florida's been abducting kids for 10 years now.
How have we not seen this?
I feel like we've probably shown this before.
I want to know
He does
what
like
you're
in
doing.
a keto demonstration where he just is attacked after, like with wave after wave of men, and they just like he just knocks him over with like barely touching him. Oh, I fucked up.
Was Steven Seagal on Black Phone?
Oh, no.
All right, there's just a bunch of Aikido Japanese folks just like kneeling at his feet.
They're bowing,
They're bowing to him
and Seagal takes him.
by like the pinky and just flips him over. He does like a somersault. This is so Fugazi, it's unbelievable.
Maybe he's just so advanced that it looks ridiculous.
Yeah, all that cocaine and ponytail stuff just got him super fucking. Dude, there's no way that guy just did a somersault because of him.
No, like this is like exactly how they stage an action movie, where people come up to him one at a time, and then he just grabs them by the pinky and flips them over.
This is like literally WWE shit.
Like, to have the balls to stage this event and people to go through with it, it's like this. Like Steven Seagal is just ridiculous.
He's one of the most ridiculous people ever, probably. I wonder what does he do now? He hasn't been in shit lately.
I think he goes around. I think last time I saw him, he was in Russia.
You've seen him?
Well, I seen him on video. He was like going through, I think, talking about Russia and some stuff. He was just in Russia.
He's also a New Orleans police officer.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
just
seen
hangs
that
out.
show.
He hangs out with cops. Also spends a lot of time traveling the world to visit his friends who live really far away. Incongruously, two of his best friends are Buddhist spiritual leader
Who live really far.
Dalai. Dude, this is the craziest sentence ever. All right, two of his best friends are the Dalai Lama and Vladimir Putin.
Dude, like I think one time the Dalai Lama told him that he was the reincarnation of like this super good meditative monk or whatever, who transcended and reached nirvana and all that. And he told him, Steven Seagal, you're reincarnation of that guy. And since then, I think he retracted that statement. He was just like, yeah, never mind. I fucked up. Like,
That was actually not true.
Dude, all the Buddhist people are like, it's this guy reincarnated. No, that's just a kid that you were like, you picked the right cane or whatever from like this.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that episode of King of the Hill?
No.
No.
Okay, so basically, Bobby's neighbors are Laotian, so they're like Buddhist, and they have these like the Dalai Lamas in town or whatever, and they're like all the Laotian kids are going to this thing where they're trying to find the next whatever Lama. I forget which Lama it is, and basically they lay out all these artifacts, and like it's said that like the next Lama will pick fucking something that's like belonged to him in the past life. And Bobby just goes up and he's like swinging a cane or something. They're like, "Oh, it's him." It's like this whole thing because Hank is like, he's just like, "Oh, dang it, Bobby!"
Swinging the cane,
Bobby
swinging
Llama.
the cane.
Bobby
the
Llama.
Bobby Llama. But I don't know if that's like, because like you gotta imagine that they get it wrong sometimes, and then they're just too embarrassed to be like, "We're wrong," except for in the case of Steven Seagal. Isn't one of the llamas missing or something?
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the whole. Yeah.
That was the plot of Black Phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Someone stole one of the llamas.
The Dalai Lama stealing all these kids.
No, it
It
what is
was
it?
Ethan Hawke.
What's that movie with Jackie Chan? The Golden Child?
Rush
Rush
Hour?
Hour?
Dude, they're making a new Rush Hour.
I heard about that. It's like, please just stop.
No, keep it going.
No.
I don't want to see like.
Do you
Rush Hour-
understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Like Rush Hour
6.
3 was like bad enough. That's what like when Rush Hour 3 is coming out, even then I was just like, don't. Like and now it's like been 10 years since then.
Mhm.
It's like, please stop. Like,
Has anybody seen Clerks 3 here?
not yet.
No. How'd that movie go? Did you see it?
Do you want me to ruin it?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll watch it.
It's streaming. I streamed it online for free. It was decent. It was pretty good.
Is it better or worse than Black Phone?
I don't know. I haven't seen Black Phone. I think it's
Jerry, have you seen Clerks 3?
I've not.
Oh,
I think it's more dramatic than
no one can speak on
the
that.
previous ones, but it's pretty decent.
But yeah, Black Phone was surprisingly like brutal in some parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was intense.
Yeah, they try to capture the brutality of the 70s and bullies.
Jeez.
What'd you watch then?
It was on fucking HBO.
Cool.
I'll give that a watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Ethan Hawke,
What's,
not bad.
is there a black phone in the movie? Why is it
There is a
called
black phone. There's like has to do with like a black phone.
You get a call from the black phone 7 days.
No, I don't want to spoil what the black phone does. But
It's is it a payphone?
no, it's just a phone.
It makes personal calls. Can't really spoil that too much.
It has unlimited nights and weekends.
Yeah.
Is it a Nokia? is it a flip phone?
No, it's
Nokia
AT&T.
brick.
No, it's the 70s.
Can you play Snake on the Black Phone?
No, it's in the 70s.
Oh, it's one of those. It's one of those. You know, one of those phones where you gotta
Yeah,
your finger.
Yeah,
you
it takes
gotta-
like 10 minutes to dial a number. Has anyone ever used a phone like that?
Fuck yeah, bro.
rotary
Oh
phone?
yeah,
I think I used it once.
those are fun.
Neighbor kid had it.
I used to go down to the in the basement because we had one in my basement, and I would just. I don't think it was plugged in anything. I would just dial numbers because it's fun.
9 1 1.
One of my friend's parents, when I was a kid, they were like really old. They were like antiquers, and they had like one of the legit like you have to like take the thing like that. You have to do
Whoa.
like that and be like, "Hello,
Operator.
operator, I'm fixing to start suggesting things." I don't know.
All right,
Connect
cop
me
out.
to 644
9242.
92, and that's it because there's only 5 numbers and phone numbers in this area.
But I do remember making a call from it feeling super cheeky.
That's it. And then the person on the other line just kept being like,
Like,
I
you sound
can't,
like
I
shit."
cannot hear you at all. I can't hear anything that you're saying. Anyway, thank you for joining us, everybody. This has been a broadcast of the Butt Stuff Podcast. You can find our link tree in our bio on our Instagram, the Butt Stuff Podcast. If you like what you're doing, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you have any topics or anything like that. Thank you for joining us. We always appreciate having you along here.
We got to get a way for you guys to call in too.
Very true.
Get callers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You're on the line.
Call waiting.
Call the black phone.
You don't want to call the black phone.
We have snake.
We
Go Chiefs.
Fuck Chiefs.
Beat the Eagles. Yes. Either way,
Black hole sun.
win or lose. Phillies
Rain.
Win or lose, that city. Great.
Gonna rage tonight.
Oh, son.
Black hole sun.
It's my ass.